Hello, today we're going to learn about our Hobart dish machine that's here in our kitchen at St. Timothy's. There are a couple of things that are very important to remember. When we use the dish machine, we don't want to wash anything that's pewter, aluminum, or silver, and we never want to put any type of home detergent in the machine because it requires commercial chemicals, and the home dish machine chemicals will actually overflow the machine. The first thing we want to do before we start utilization of our dish machine is we want to check to make sure we have chemicals. In our machine, we have a low temp or a low temperature machine, so it requires 3 chemicals. All machines require a detergent. All machines will require a sanitizer. Our machine requires, because it washes with a lower temperature, a sanitizer product. The detergent and all of the chemicals for commercial equipment are universal in their color. Detergent is always red, and so the tube that goes into this bucket, you'll see a pink liquid in it. The blue top chemical is your rinse aid. Its chemical is blue, and if you could see its tube, you would see a light blue color chemical in there. The sanitizers are all either white top or clear top, and you will not see a color in your tube. It's just clear. Okay, the third step, we want to check our strainers, our stopper, and our drain tubes. And here's how we do that. This is our stopper. This little stopper is flat on top. This always goes up, and the stopper goes down when it goes in. It goes in at the back of the machine. This little arm raises and lowers, like this, your stopper. That's all it does. This stopper, just wiggle it down in here. It sits down over the top of a thingamajig.
That's good.
That's down in there. These little tubes down here, this is where your chemicals come into the machine. These are what's known as the drain tubes. Okay? We'll talk about that a little later. Now, the strainers, there's only 2. This is the first one. It slides out, it's in the front of the machine. You just want to be sure that your strainers are clean and clear. It slides right back down into the front, right in front of your stopper. Your second screen and strainer is down here. It slides out, and like the first one, clean and clear. You never want to run your machine without your screens or your stopper. Okay, the fourth step is turning on and filling our machine. It takes about 10 to 12 seconds to properly fill your machine, like this. You pull your arm down, you turn your machine on, and when I turn the machine on, then I will push this rocker switch on the fill side, and I'll hold it down about 10 to 12 seconds. Once we go through a cycle of washing, I'll show you where the water level should be. So we'll turn the machine on. The little red light will always be on because it will tell you the machine's going through its wash cycle. Now I'll start to fill the machine. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010. A little extra don't hurt. We're full. Now, the machine is busy right this moment. When you first start it, it's basically just priming itself, and it's going to go through one wash cycle. One wash cycle is approximately 90 seconds, a minute and a half. This little red light that says cycle, that tells you that it's in the process of going through the wash cycle. Underneath the cycle indicator is the counter. The counter is just a way to keep up over time with the number of racks, or you have to always count, one more for turning on the machine, but it counts the number of racks we put through the machine. This is our thermometer, and our machine, when our water heater down below is up and operating during the season of everything that we do, we will have a minimum of 130 degree temperature water. Number 5, and this is very important. This will save the church money over the years, and it will save you a lot of money in service calls and in overutilized detergent or chemicals. Scrapping. This 3-compartment sink is very important because we have to basically rinse off our plates when we get product back from an event. It's being passed through the window here. We take our trash cans, we take a plate scraper, and we scrape everything we can get off this plate or out of that bowl or out of that pan before it ever comes over to be rinsed. Once it's scraped, it comes over to this area. Our sprayer is then used to spray everything off, and then we will start to put product into our dish baskets. Now this is known as a flat basket, and typically a pot or a pan will go through on this particular product, and then the little basket that's got the pegs on it, this is what's known as a peg rack, cups, plates, bowls. So very important to pre-rinse so that we can get the most efficient wash from the machine. You ready? Okay. All right, now we've done our diligence, we've knocked off all the trash, we've come over and we've scrapped and we've rinsed our dishes, and we've loaded everything into our first rack. So now we're ready to wash. The machine is automatic, so it's already on, it's already primed. We lift the door, and by the way, let's look in here for just a minute. Remember, we held down our fill button for 12 seconds. See where our water line is? It's just ahead of this ring. That's the appropriate amount of water to do its job. So now we slide in our first rack of dishes into the center of the rack. Remember, the machine is automatic, so when you close the door, the cycle will start. When the dishes are done, you just open the machine, slide the rack out. Now remember, there's a 90-second or a minute and a half wash cycle. So while the first rack is washing, you can be loading your second rack and getting it in place, getting it ready to go in. So let's move along and let's pretend that we're now finished washing all dishes. So to empty the machine, the easiest way to do it and the quickest way to do it is just reach in and pull your stopper. The water is only 120 to 130 degrees. You're not going to get fried. Pull out your stopper, and the best place to leave your stopper is right there on those bars, because that's the first thing you'll see when you come up to the machine. You'll know it has to be put in. Now at this stage, you pull out your stopper. We've washed all the dishes tonight. You clean your screens. You clean your drain screen. Now, cleaning the machine. This is very important. This little scouring pad is one of the most important things in a commercial kitchen. However, it should never, never, never be utilized to clean inside your dish machine. Any little straggling piece from that can get down in your motor and could cost you a fortune in a service call. So this is never to leave the 3-compartment sink area. To wash your dish machine out, all you need is a little bit of mild detergent, maybe a Dawn or something like that, just a mild solution. Take your rag, take a bowl, just if it looks like it needs it, just rinse the inside of the machine out. It'll automatically drain because your stopper is out of the machine. You'll take your mild detergent and you'll just wash your machine down from top to bottom. You always want to remember to inspect your spray arms. The spray arm on the top and the spray arm on the bottom are exactly the same. These little pieces right in here that actually direct the spray of the water, you have to watch to be sure that those will remain clear. If there's a little bit of gobbledygook in there from food or whatever, then you can literally just take a small paper clip. Don't use a toothpick because you could break it off in there. Use a paper clip or something small like that and just run it down in the hole to clear the blockage. That's all you need to do. Later on, we'll talk about removing the spray arms, but we only do that probably every 6 months. And taking care of your machine, One of the best products that I've learned that really takes good care of stainless steel is a product called Barkeeper's Friend. I don't sell it, but you can buy it at Dollar General Store, Lowe's, Walmart, any of the Ace Hardware locations. And it is a very, very, very mild cleanser, and it'll literally just keep your stainless steel looking brand new for years and years. And finally, your dish machine is just like your sink at home. If you don't drain your water, the water will become stagnant. If you cover the water, let's say you leave dishes in the sink and they're full of something, typically you can get an odor, or you can get an odor from your disposal. So your Hobart machine should always be left when you're finished with everything. Just open it up so that it can air dry. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy your Hobart.